So that was a great little exploration of the entire of the Aurora. So we found actually a couple of really good blueprints. First of all, is we've now got our full prawn suit, but we didn't find any other extensions, and we also started to find, we found 2 of our 3 Cyclops engine parts. We've got a Cyclops efficiency module, and we're well on the way to the rest of the components. We still need one more component for the modification station, but we found a huge amount of cosmetics, beds, single beds, counters, vending machines, trash cans. Hey, and g'day, and welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. In this episode, we are going to explore the Aurora. So before we explore the Aurora, we're just going to get kitted up, ready to go. There is a lot of items that you can actually get in there. So you need to make sure, probably important things to have is certainly a laser cutter and a propulsion cannon. So the laser cutter was the 2 diamonds, and in LifePod 13, we showed you how to get the 2 diamonds. In early games, it's not probably the most the place with the most diamonds, but in early game it's the easiest to get a couple of diamonds there. So let's jump in. The first thing we're going to build is our laser cutter and then our propulsion cannon. So obviously for a laser cutter we need 2 diamonds, a battery, titanium and cave sulfur. The second one we need is the wiring kit, which is 2 silver, a battery and titanium. So we're going to build that. Now just also a handy tip as well is if you've got some dead batteries, as we do here, you can make the item with a dead battery, but the item will actually be fully charged. So there's a little bit of a handy tip. So let's grab our tools. The first tool we wanted to make was the laser cutter. As you said, it accepts the dead battery and the cave sulfur. So we'll make that. There we go. And when we look at the item, as you said, it's 100% charged. There you go. The next one we wanted to make was the propulsion cannon. So let's jump in there. It is... where are we? We're here, and it's because we need a battery and a wiring kit. We'll just quickly make that. Battery. And the wiring kit. And same thing, I actually don't want to use a full one, so I'm going to, that's got 26% power, so I'm just going to change that so he's got a full one. Now we've got the one with the less, and let's make our propulsion cannon. Okay, and we're good now to explore the Aurora. Now there are plenty of items to find in there, so we can go light. So I'd suggest you don't really need your sea glide, you don't need your extra cylinder, don't need your habitat module. You do need your knife, repair tool potentially. So we're just going to get rid of that cylinder. Do take your first aid kit. You don't really need your water in that, but just make sure you go 100% full. So let's grab some food, and we'll see you in the sea moth. Okay, and welcome back. Whoop, as we bounce up out of the water and straight out. So what we've done is we've gone thin. We're very light. We've literally got a first aid kit, which we'll need, the propulsion cannon, which is probably the biggest bit, and that is it. We want to use as much slots as we can do to do salvaging, so we're just making sort of one trip. But we've got our cutter and we've got our repair tool. So let's make it. So we want to go to the front of the Aurora, so you can actually sort of do it on the surface and just point. And basically, let's come back when we're there. So as you get closer to the Aurora, you'll see a couple of things. There's a fair bit of salvage that's also just on the ground, so keep your eye open for the stuff that's needed, not just the standard salvage. Plenty little packs, and you'll find most of these packs have just got water in them, so you probably don't need to get into them now. There you go. Just water. You can probably leave it and come back, because we don't, you know, we just, if we can, just do one trip to the actual Aurora itself. So we want to sneak in the side here.
Life form readings in this region are sparse. The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24 hours.
Okay, so the main mission we need to get in here is we need to fix the radiation. Alright, so let's park our little sea moth here. Let's jump in. There's two ways to get in, but I find this is the easiest way to get in. But we will exit through the other way. So you have to watch out for these crabs, because they're annoying. And they've got some bite. So arm yourself with your propulsion cannon. Knock a few of these out just to start off with. There's a battery there. Alright, we've got that. Make sure you're scanning everything you need. Alright, so here's your first door. To get in it, this is where you use your propulsion cannon. So just right click, pick it up. Right click again to shoot them off. Right. That's out of the way. Our last one. Okay. Let's go back in. Plenty of batteries, so that will definitely help. Grab yourself your fire extinguisher, arm it. And you've done this at the beginning of the game. Just put the fires out. Alright. Yep, so that's all out. And let's jump in. Okay, so lab access. So quickly have a look at your lab code. Lab access 6483. 6483. So your lab is this one here on the left. So 6483. There we go. So these items, these flasks and these non-functional microscopes are just, they're non-usable items, so they literally just make your place look good. They're for decoration. Propulsion cannon, so that's an upgrade to the cannon you've got. Alright, so let's head back out.
Was detected on your PDA. Your technology blueprints have been updated.
Okay, remember we do not have the second dive cylinder, and we sacrifice that to just have a little bit more room for your salvaging. So that's your second door into your lab. And that's basically all the components in the lab itself. So I don't pick up this. If you've got spare room, you can pick it up. Alright, next thing we need is we want to cut this door open. So it's the first of that, so just right click. Get close enough for it to work.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, so now we've found the black box. Now, I haven't found anything in this room before, but I'm just going to do a little bit of a search now. But no, it's more just a transit room. So going into the next one, obviously you can get your oxygen here. You drop down, it's a little bit dark, but you'll actually find some help here soon. There you go, there's some help. So you find yourself a torch, you can replace that with one of the items. If you need, but it's actually sort of light enough. You just need to get through this. Grab yourself another fire extinguisher, it will definitely come in handy. And make your way up here. Alright, there we go. So we're now inside the Aurora, and as you can see, we're actually in the prawn room. So we don't need the torch. Let's throw our fire extinguisher in there, because we're going to need our fire extinguisher to put out a few of these components. So have a look around in here. Start off in this room. There's two main areas to search. There's up in this door here, and there's in this door here. So we're going around here because when you see these and they've got that, it's a module. Plus now we've got some prawn fragments, so we can start collecting our prawn suit fragments. Whoop. No. Okay, so that was a module, the storage module, which means you can put it on your sea moth, which is awesome. Okay, 3 or 4. As you can see, there's another prawn suit over here. And there you go. Now you have your prawn suit.
New blueprint acquired.
So that's the first one. Obviously we're still short aerogel, and we're still short ruby, so we've got a little bit of work to do there. Alright, so let's now head up this way first, which is to the crew quarters. So once again, arming your propulsion cannon, I guess, and just pick up these items and okay, so crew quarters or living quarters. So first one on the left is the canteen, and this just has sort of some nifty items, like a vending machine.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
And my favourite, which is the Keep Calm poster.
New PDA data.
We've got the bin. Okay, so the next room here, which is a good one, is just a supply room. So if you are struggling a little bit for food and water, you can definitely get your supplies here. So a couple of nutrient blocks, which is good for later game. So I would suggest not to eat them, but they're great for late game, for when you're actually doing some missions. So we're just going to drink those to give up some room. Some more water up there, but there's plenty more within here as well. So we'll save this. We'll keep on searching. A couple of closed doors. Okay, cabin 1. We do not have the code for cabin 1 yet.
New blueprint acquired.
That's about it. You can have a look inside, but most of I haven't actually personally found anything inside the storage bags. Alright, and these are locked. We're just waiting for a code. I don't think we've got the codes yet, so no, we've only got the lab access code. So we're just going to go the other way in the living quarters now. So within the rooms themselves, mainly sort of finding batteries. And the odd PDA.
Integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, so the living quarters. We're probably full on first aid kit, so we don't really need that. Once again, nothing in the storage. I don't know. These posters aren't. Just because there's, and we're not going to come back in here again, so I'm just going to take this first aid, I'm just going to use it now, so. And cabin 5 you cannot get into, that I know of. Alright, so that's it for the living quarters, so now let's go down into the other bays. So we're down this way, we've searched all this, we've got our prawn suit blueprint. We've taken the mods. So now we're going to go into this area here. So this is why you actually needed the repair tool. So let's throw the repair tool on here. This will go into the personal lockers. Now we do have a battery charger, so
Integrating new PDA data.
alright, so here we go here. So go back into the living quarters, 1869. So what we're actually going to do is, just whilst we're here, because we're going to exit via this way, grab this PDA. That's all that's here. We're going to cut ourselves into this, but we're not going to go through it. Alright, cut ourselves in there. We've searched this completely. Now we're just going to quickly shoot up to the living quarters. And we've got 2 doors with a code. So we've got cabin 1. And we got the captain's quarters. Well, it's not the captain's quarters, so let's do this one. The code was 1869. 1869. There we go. And what do we got in here? So first of all, we got a nice double bed.
New blueprint acquired.
Baseball cap. Some shelves.
New PDA data.
And my personal favourite, the gargoyle toy. Alright, so we need to get rid of some stuff. It's a waste of consuming the food. Really, the water is what we're over. Oh no, and we've used a fire extinguisher. Let's grab our gargoyle tie. And we've scanned everything. All right. All right, so let's head back to the locker room. You could possibly scan that prawn suit as well if you were short a blueprint, but I haven't needed to in the past. So obviously we're starting to get a little bit full. We do have stuff we can throw away like med kits and water. Okay, so the next area. So what we've actually got is we've got the drive room. We've got the Seamoth Bay, and at 3. So we're going to do this one first, which is the drive room, which is where the radiation leak is.
Sustained internal damage during collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications.
All right, and
yeah.
All right, the drive room, and like everything in here, we're qualified. So first of all, we're going to need a repair tool.
Warning, local radiation at maximum tolerable level.
Cyclops efficiency module, which is great. And what we need to do is we need to find about 8 of these, I think, 8 or 10 of these.
Containment breach repaired.
Oh, 10.
Further breaches detected.
All right, so let's repair the 10 of these.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
You've also got a few fish and crabs and stuff that attack you in here, but nothing sort of major. These things. So keep your knife at bay. Obviously they're living off the... There. Wow, you're actually quite serious this time. Alright, let's come back for that one.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Remember, you've got heaps of batteries now, so by going that way first, obviously you're not going to run out of power while you're doing these next sort of side missions.
Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired.
There you go, 1, 2, 3, I can see them now. So yeah, just circle around, have a look for the sparks, they're probably the giveaway.
Breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Watch out for these little
Containment breach repaired.
things.
Further breaches detected.
Just pop yourself a first aid kit. Done.
Drive core breach sealed. Radiation levels decreasing.
Okay, so I'm happy, the fish out there will be happy, just those little things swimming around probably aren't too happy. Let's just do a quick save here. Okay, that's the end of the drive shaft room, so let's continue our exploration. So the next one we want to get into, so once again still looking in here, is the sea moth bay. Well, we've got our sea moth. But that doesn't mean that there's nothing in here that's worth exploring. More importantly, a free module. So depth module, which is absolutely awesome. We don't need our sea moth fragment, but the depth module is definitely going to be helpful. Alright, so one of the sort of the last areas that we need to get into is the loading bay itself. So once again, we've got another supply crate with water if we actually need water, which we don't. Probably need food, but we can survive. And to get up, it's actually up through the side. So you have to shimmy up the side. Now, I'm just going to take one of these foods. I don't actually need to, but it will free up one slot. The component there that I really don't need is that bag. It's just for luxury. So we're actually now in the, I don't know what you want to call it, cargo bay. So we're just looking for components. Cyclops engine. Awesome. And this is just going to be food and water, which we're not in need of. Lights we've got. Oh, there's another one. So the big boxes is where you'll find your Cyclops engine. 2 or 3. Alright, that's it. It's not going to give us our full parts. That would be too easy. So, heading up here, so we're coming up to sort of the end of our tour of the Aurora and our collection. We come up to the door here. Now, I've been caught out before because I sort of go, well, it's locked and there's no keys, but all you need to do is click on it and then it opens it. So once again, if you're short water or you need some more batteries, a few more containers on the way. Never have too many batteries. Or maybe you can have too many batteries.
Systems are running on local reserve power, unable to remotely download black box data.
Actually, I'm going to drop this because that is actually just for it doesn't actually give you anything, it's just cosmetic. So let's just have a look at the black box data. And I think it's up here a little bit. Alright, so we now got a little bit of a blockage, so we just need to get through here, and this is almost finished for our trip in Aurora. So a little bit longer this one, but it's actually explored the entire wreck. Let's there you go. Come on. Oh, you're going to be a pain. There you go. Slip through. Propulsion cannon, don't need.
PDA data.
Some more batteries. More batteries. Okay, let's get that fire extinguisher in there. 65%, so we need to save it. We are running a little short. Here we go. Alright, another PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
How many batteries go now? I think I've got that poster. Don't have that poster. Alright, we're gonna I'm gonna drop a first aid kit for the sake of a poster. Okay, so we're sort of heading outside now, and this is it. So we've actually sort of headed outside. Suggest you arm yourself with your knife because you've got more of these crabs out here. It's also dark. How much room have we got? We're completely out, so no more battery collection. We got the fire extinguisher. First aid kit I don't need. No, let's head home. As we said, we just got a few more of these crab things that are going to annoy us. So you get to your top, so now that you've got all the way to the oh, I will take that. I will drop the water because that's a power cell, which is a little bit different to the batteries. Obviously I've got lots of lava dropping on top of me. Literally just jump off. Find your sea moth and head back. Alright, let's get back inside. Now what you can do, once again, it will just quickly free up the slots. You can go to the, instead of entering it, you can enter the access upgrades. And this is where you can put in, so I can put in my depth module. And I can put in my storage module. Whoops. That was quite silly, wasn't it? Let's try that again. That was like noob number one. Alright, so if you don't have your moon pool, let's try that again. So, left click for the module, left click for the depth rather than dropping them. The second one is your power source is at the back here. So if you don't have a moon pool yet, to change it, you just go here, click it, and then change it over to the other power source as you did before. Alright, so let's just jump in, get out of here, and do a quick recap. Right, now it's a bit quieter. Alright, thank you very much. So that was a great little exploration of the entire the Aura. So we found actually a couple of really good blueprints. First of all is we've now got our full prawn suit, but we didn't find any other extensions, and we also started to find, we found 2 of our 3 Cyclops engine parts. We've got a Cyclops efficiency module, and we're well on the way to the rest of the components. We still need one more component for the modification station, but we found a huge amount of cosmetics, beds, single beds, counters, vending machines, trash cans, so we heap there. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. That was how to explore the Aura. Don't forget to hit the likes, leave some comments if there's other things that you would like to see, and hit the subscribe if you'd like to see more of Subnautica or other episodes. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next episode.